Hi, I'm Chelsea,
And I'm Julie.
and we're moms, and we're super basic. We've got our drinks, and we're ready to chat. Cheers.
Cheers.
So today is June 10th, and I'm so happy June is finally here. So we've got all of the good gossip and latest news and events and memes and everything to chat about. So we will start it off with what we're drinking, because you know we got our drinks to get through this. Julie, you've got some kind of IPA.
Is that?
Or is
Yeah.
it IPA? IPA? What does it say?
I know nothing about beer, but my husband loves it. It's called Sinister Surfer, and it's brewed locally here, actually by the parents of one of the kids in my oldest son's class. So
Awesome.
Mike loves them. They're 8% alcohol. I don't normally drink beer, and it doesn't taste that much like beer. It's not bad.
Okay. What
Recommend.
does it taste like? It looks kind of blue moony.
Yeah, it's definitely like a little citrusy, blue moon citrusy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like an orange.
It almost tastes a little bit like a cider too.
Interesting. Are they only available in Vermont?
I think so. But at a lot of places in Vermont.
Okay.
They can also be available in New Jersey when we drive to New Jersey.
Delivery. Very special delivery.
We always get asked to bring beer. What's the one people ask for? A heady topper. Almost every time we come
Oh,
down, we have to bring that for someone.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And
What about you?
I'm not drinking this right now, but we drank it this weekend, or we tried them this weekend because my husband Kevin saw a commercial and he was like, "Oh, maybe we'll try those Trulies," because everyone's obsessed with Trulies and White Claws, all the seltzers right now. So these are lemonade seltzers, but they're flavored. So they had like a regular lemonade seltzer, which was actually pretty good. It was sweet, so expected to be like a sweet kind of tart seltzer. Um, he really liked the mango one, surprisingly, and the black cherry was not for me. It was a little too much going on. Like black cherry lemonade seltzer, didn't really like that one. But the original lemonade one was good, and he likes the mango.
So if they're sweet, is there sugar? Because I thought that's what like White Claws don't have
Yeah, I think it was
calories or something
no
like that.
sugar. I have to check and get back to you because I actually didn't look at it on them, and usually I do.
Yeah. Okay. So how would
I'll
you rank
report
it
back.
compared to White Claw?
I would say I liked it better than White Claw, but again, I'm not a seltzer person. So like I would drink this over a White Claw because I feel like the lemonade kind of distracts you from the seltzer,
Gotcha. So
if
I
that
might like
makes
those better.
Yeah. But right now I'm drinking just a margarita on the rocks because I didn't have any of those Trulies left.
I wish I had a margarita on the rocks. But this is not bad.
What's up next?
Okay.
These drinks will be gone by the time we're done.
So quarantine is kind of still happening, right?
Well, our shelter in place or stay at home order was lifted today, but it really means nothing because everything is still closed for the most part.
Yeah.
Stuff is slowly starting to reopen. So today was not my day. um, I just, I mean, I don't know how many days we've been in this, but I was not built to work from home full time and raise two children while working from home full time with a husband who is also working from home full time. Like that combination is like doomed.
See, that's so funny because this is like literally my dream. We're living my dream right now.
No, this is not my dream at all. It's just, I don't know if it's the age that Jackson is, or that he's just so off, but he's always been attached to me. So I think just being home with us for this long, it's just getting worse and worse and worse as we go on, because he's just growing more like attached and just wants to be with me and know where I am 24/7. And I know people are gonna be like, well, when they're older, you're gonna miss that. No, this is a pandemic. He is with me 24/7. There is no escaping him. There is no moment to myself except for the evening hours that I have right now. And that is 8 o'clock until I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Like, that is it. And that's if he goes to bed easily. Like, so I don't like this. I'm over it. And I just, I don't know. It's not normal work from home, stay at home mom circumstances.
Right. It is definitely different having the kids home, and mine are older, so they're like a little more self-sufficient, though Liam is not much less clingy than that. He like lays on me while I'm like working. But yeah, this is not what it's normally like to work from home. My biggest issue this whole time has been like having to manage my kids' Zoom schedules, and today was the last day of school. So
Yes,
no
you're
more
very
like
lucky.
logging them in and out of 4 Zoom meetings a day and trying to help them unmute themselves because they're hitting the screen like before it can unmute and remuting themselves. And
Stop touching it. Stop touching the
just
screen.
touch it once. Just touch it once. In other news, last Sunday I
Yeah, what
broke my
happened to you?
ankle.
Say that again. I might have cut you off.
Last Sunday I broke my ankle. And it's not even like a cool story. I just stepped into a ditch. And my ankle is broken now, and I'm in an air cast for 4 weeks. And it was like 8 days ago, and today was the first day I could put any kind of weight on it.
Right.
So we've got a lot for you during the what you've been watching portion today, because
Yes.
I've been watching a lot of TV.
Well, with the pain starting to minimally subside, what's the like plan from here on out? What's it like? Are there any follow-up appointments, or what are they saying?
Yeah, so I go again after 4 weeks, and hopefully they say that I can like get rid of the air cast. And then possibly physical therapy, but I gotta wait till that appointment and find out.
You have to go for 4 weeks before anything else. Like,
Yeah.
that's a long time to like be in an air cast. But I mean, I guess you got nothing else going on.
I know. If there was ever a better time to be stuck on your couch, why not have it be when nothing's open?
I guess, yeah, that's one way to look at it. Good job staying positive.
Okay, so in celebrity news, we usually talk about breakups, marriages, and babies, and we do have a breakup to get to, but we thought we'd just talk about these 2 stories first because they're kind of
Dramatic.
yeah, just like
Attention
drama, but
seeking.
like dumb, but like, did you even need to? Like, why? So the first one, though, at first, the picture in the middle with Kendall holding the flag, that's Kendall Jenner,
Mhm.
flag sign, was posted. And then she started getting called out because you can clearly see in the shadow that she's not holding the sign. And then like as you go further down the comments, they're like, and that face mask looks photoshopped too. And then it gets released like side by side to this picture. And just today I saw an article where she came out and she said that it is photoshopped, but she didn't do it. So I guess someone else took an old picture of her and photoshopped the Black Lives Matter
Okay.
sign and the face mask on her. Because when I first saw
So,
this, I was just like, why? Like,
so did she post the middle picture though first?
I don't know. It
Okay.
looked like it, but I guess someone just photoshopped that.
No, I meant like, did she post one of the pictures or the one in the middle with the Black Lives Matter sign in her, like on her feed?
No, but when I saw it, it did have her picture and her name next to it. So I don't know if they took, like when they photoshopped, if they
Mm,
screen grabbed like
okay,
the
gotcha.
one on the left
Mhm.
and it had her name and picture next to it and then did the photoshopping.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, but I
So she,
definitely, I don't know. I don't know if I even believe that someone else did it.
yeah, it's
It's, it can go anyway with the
like,
Kardashian Jenner
you're
clan.
not kidding. Okay.
Okay. The one on the right is just really, it's like a disgrace, but also like one of those things that you just like laugh at. So Meghan McCain tweeted that her neighborhood in Manhattan was eviscerated, looks like a war zone. De Blasio and Cuomo are a disgrace. This is not America. Blah, 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 blah. And under it, someone that lives in her building, I mean, she's got a check mark, so maybe she's famous too, said, Megan, we live in the same building and I just walked outside. It's fine. And then the best part of this one is it came out later that she wasn't even in New York for it. She released a statement. I think she was in Arizona.
What?
Yeah, she said that she made that comment based on what she was hearing from other people that lived in her neighborhood. Like tone deaf, right? Or
Well, okay, and you had said this like with the Kendall thing, like just saying something to say something,
right.
like
Yeah.
you feel like you have to have an opinion or you have to post something. Like, no. Like, what's wrong with having a genuine thought or
Right.
post, Like, you don't have
Exactly.
to just post something just so you stay relevant
Right.
or so you stay like in people's feeds or so you don't go off social media. You know what I mean? It's really annoying.
Really annoying. All right, next up, we have a breakup. Now, I know nothing about them, so you have to fill me in here.
So this was my thing. So Rachel and Dave Hollis. So you'll know Rachel Hollis as the author of Girl Wash Your Face and her follow-up book, Girl Stop Apologizing. My sister kind of got me into the books that she wrote, and I did not really like Girl Wash Your Face so much, but I did like Girl Stop Apologizing. But with that, they had built this huge community online with conferences, and then it kind of morphed into this like marriage rise conference, and they do lots of stuff together as a married couple, just kind of promoting healthy marriages and kind of getting people talking, and so much stuff. And their company, everything. So this morning, Rachel, and he posted something as well with a similar caption, just saying that they are getting a divorce. Um, so they have been together for 18 years. And if you go on their feed, you can see exactly what they say. But she said, over the last 3 years, they've just been trying really hard to make it work. And they've come to the conclusion that they need to end their journey as a married couple. Um, they have, I believe, like 3 or 4 kids together. But they said the last month has been one of the most awful of their lives. So, we had talked a couple weeks ago about quarantine babies and quarantine divorces. So it makes you think like, wow, it's like everything that just kind of came to a head and ended like because of that. Or, I mean, obviously it's only thoughts at this point. No one else knows except for them. But um, just a shock. And a lot of their followers, like if you go on their posts and read the comments, a lot of followers are really torn and feel like they were tricked, because they were following along with like their marriage conferences for years and recently. And so it's sad, of course, to the family and for them, but their followers are just kind of at odds with what's happening.
Yeah, I was like looking through this caption and it says that they're partners in their company. So
Hmm.
that's just surprising to me because I think I would have assumed like if they're partners in their company that they're together all the time anyway. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't have
that's true.
thought that the
Yeah, that's true.
quarantine would make a
Yeah, so I
difference.
think he was like a big wig for Disney maybe, and like left his job there to run the company, their company, the Hollis company or whatever, with Rachel. So that's kind of like what will that look like as they move forward? If they're kind of going to branch out and be like two separate personalities, you know? Um, but I feel bad for couples that put themselves out there so much, and then when something happens they feel like they have to explain it to the
Mhm.
general public. Like, I guess it kind of comes with the territory, but it's really sad that, like, not only do you have to tell your family and your friends and your children, now you have to make a statement to your followers. Like, that's where we're at as a society.
Yeah, that's crazy. I bet they're not going to be running that marriage conference anymore,
I
though.
don't think so.
Definitely not going.
I'm curious to see, like, if they get like lawsuits or people like asking for their money back, you know?
Oh, I hadn't even really considered that.
I mean, that's where the comments were going. Like, I want my money back. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you sort of like put yourself out there as an expert in something and then you turn out not to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so we had some great posts on the blog last week and the other day. So I loved the summer kids crafts delivered to your door, things that you can like order online or do like a drive up, pick up, Target or Walmart, for for your crafty kids. The tile one was really cool. There's a few here. There was like a sun catcher one, and then I forget what the last one was. I was looking at it because I was going to buy it for Jackson. Um, but I love these crafts, are my love language.
Not mine.
But I really loved them. You're not a crafter, right?
Nope. No, no.
You're like not even gonna pretend to be.
Don't
Oh, the
try.
rock painting. So we love rock painting, and we have like a park within walking distance to our house. So we have like the townwide rock,
Yes.
Hamilton rocks. So you paint a rock, you pick, like, you leave a rock, you take a rock, kind of thing. So that was one thing that was mentioned in this blog post. And the last one, Julie, do you want to chat about that? Because that was kind of your baby.
Yeah, sure. We decided to put together a summer guide this year. So we went deep in our archives. We've been at this for what would three is this our third or fourth summer putting out content? I can't remember. But
Third, third.
third. Um so we went into our archives and pulled like cold, easy recipes. Um So there's a couple of like cold salads and homemade popsicles
Mhm.
and what else? Lots of indoor and outdoor activities, all the different reading activities, summer reading activities. And then we have some great posts on basically like summer safety, water safety, and like sun skincare in the summer. And we compiled it all into a huge guide to summer. So check it out.
Um, nice. Yeah, click on that, download it, and you're ready to go.
Yeah,
That
get
was
your summer
actually
on.
posted on Wednesday. What's today?
No, today's Tuesday when this is
It was
released. It'll
posted
be,
Monday. Oh my
yeah,
God. It was
Monday.
posted on Monday.
Okay,
Okay, so this is
buckle
going to be
in.
your slide because you watched a lot, being that you have an air cast and crutches.
So wait, why don't you go first though? Because you only put one thing there.
Okay, so a few of my family members had suggested Just Mercy on Amazon. It's with Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan, who I love. Michael B. Jordan. And it was really good. Sad that it's a true story, but it's about this like Harvard. Michael B. Jordan plays this Harvard graduate from like Harvard Law. He gets this federal grant to start doing free legal assistance to death row inmates, and it's in Alabama that he's working. So they're reviewing cases of death row inmates that a handful of them are like charged just because they couldn't find someone to, pin it on. So Jamie Foxx is someone that was innocent, and he like reviews the whole case and like goes to bat for him and just keeps going and going until he's then released. But it's definitely relevant given the current climate that we're in, and definitely a good watch. So Kevin and I watched it on Sunday night, and it was really, really good. And I think Amazon is actually streaming it free right now.
Oh, awesome. That's good to know. Okay.
What about you?
I have barely moved off my couch since last Sunday. Today I'm in my office. This is only the second time I've been in my office. And this is also only the third day I've been upstairs. So I've been on the couch watching a lot. I did make a point to watch 13th, which is an incredible documentary on Netflix that sort of tracks the 13th Amendment and how it, it freed slaves, but it almost sort of turned into like legal slavery because it's so interesting to see how institutionalized it is and how we got where we are, where people don't even realize that there's racism because it's just so deeply ingrained. Mm-hmm. And it's just, perfect timing for this. So definitely dove into that last Monday. I also watched Mrs. America on Hulu. This was all about the Equal Rights Amendment, trying to get it passed in the 70s. This was interesting. It was recommended to us by a friend who didn't like it. I don't have much to say because it's based on
a movie or a series or
series, and it has incredible actresses. They're all like A+ actresses. So well acted. But it's not like thrilling. It's not fast paced. It's just kind of like real and what happened. And I think that they do a really good job of making all of the characters, they make you feel like compassion towards all of the characters. So that was good.
Okay. So,
but yeah, I mean, like, it's not a nail biter. You know how it ends. You know what happens.
But would you recommend it?
Yeah, I think it's worth a watch.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This is definitely highly recommend Goop Lab. It's just so bonkers. Gwyneth Paltrow is just bonkers.
I've heard about this. This is like her series with all the different things that she like is crazy about, right?
I mean, well, not even some of it's stuff she wants to like learn about. Like, so some of it's stuff she doesn't know anything about.
Okay.
It's short. There's only 6 episodes and each episode's only about a half hour.
Okay.
There is one episode that's all about vulvas.
So my coworker told me about this. So I didn't realize that Goop Lab was the Gwyneth Paltrow thing until you said Gwyneth Paltrow. So I did hear, my coworker did tell me about that.
Okay.
Tell me more.
Well, I mean, there's a vulva episode. That's all you need to know there. The 2 that I thought were the coolest is one is there's a medium. They go to a medium. That episode's really cool. And the other episode is actually the first episode. And they do this like, I forget what they call it, but it's like cold therapy almost. This guy has like, so if you train your body to be in the cold, it affects your like fight or flight responses. or
Okay.
something. And it has all these like amazing health benefits. It was so cool. They jumped in like Tahoe in Lake Tahoe in the winter. They did yoga in the snow in bikinis. I mean,
That was probably just for,
a little out there, but
yeah.
also just very interesting science behind that.
So, not to make you uncomfortable, but the vulva episode, I remembered what my coworker told me. Because she brought it up and she was saying, like, do you know, like, our vagina is not really like called our vagina, like we call it. And I was like, what? Like, because
Yeah,
that's
the
just your
vagina is actually
conversation.
the birth canal, they said.
Yeah, yeah. And she
Yeah.
was like, so, like, really, when you say like your vagina, you mean your vulva.
Uh-huh.
And I was
Did
like,
she also tell you that in that episode they show multiple vulvas?
I possibly. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think back. This was pre-quarantine, so like it's all mush kind of.
Oh, I didn't even realize it's been out that long. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't remember when she watched it, but it was definitely pre-quarantine and probably this year. So maybe January or February.
Okay. So I also watched the Jeffrey Epstein documentary. I
This
want to
is
say
on my watch list.
it was only like 3 or 4 episodes, so really easy to do, but
Okay.
also makes you want to vomit through the whole thing because he's such a disgusting predator. I would have liked it to be No, I don't want to say I would have liked it to have been more something and less of something else because it was very important that all of the survivors got to tell their stories. I would
Okay.
have liked more of the conspiracy theories about his death at the end. They kind
Okay.
of just like glossed over it with like a comment here or there. Like,
Huh.
yeah, some people think he didn't do it.
Okay.
Oh, yay. So yeah, if they had done like another episode at the end that was just all about his death and the conspiracy theories, here for it.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it.
I
We've
watched
both
Never Have I
watched it.
Ever. What
We've
was
both
that?
watched it. I said we've both watched this one.
You recommended this one a couple of weeks ago. It was so cute. I loved it.
Right?
Loved
I
it.
loved it too.
Yeah.
I'm excited for a second season because it was an easy watch. Were you like sobbing though at the last episode with when her and with the dad thing?
I didn't hear
You
anything
don't
you
like
said because my kids were saying goodnight.
oh.
But okay, repeat.
Were you sobbing though at the end when it's her, her mom, and her cousin or auntie or her cousin?
Cousin, yeah. I don't sob, so
Yeah,
no,
I
but
when
I
I
mean
started asking that question, I
I
thought I
was
was so.
touched. It was yeah.
So a normal person probably would have gotten teary.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I had some feelings. No
Okay.
tears.
Very good though.
Yeah, I
Kind
liked
of
it better than oh, what were you saying?
a twist there at the end with the boy.
You think a twist? I saw that coming from like the first episode.
I saw it coming, but it's not how obviously I want her to be like stereotypical girl here. I want her to be with the hot guy. And with that, without giving too much away, um, I'm hoping that there's a second season. I think there is. And this is kind of now she's going to be like in this power position to kind of choose who she wants to be with.
Yeah. I feel like in that sense of the story, it was a little bit like what's that, To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I liked this better than that, I think.
Oh, I loved Peter Kavinsky.
Not a fan.
No,
No, I didn't not about him.
I like both of this because I can appreciate the Indian culture, and I feel like it gave me a little bit more insight into. I'm hoping it was accurate. I think it was, and I feel like it gave me some insight into a little bit more of the cultural celebrations and stuff like that, and the family dynamics. But also, I loved the John McEnroe like
That was so
part.
funny. Here's something else I did want to say about this that I didn't even think to say, but my husband watched this. Mike watched this and laughed throughout, especially at John McEnroe's like narration. He was
Yeah,
always laughing at the things that he threw in.
yeah, yeah. I loved when he showed up in the end, and you're like,
Wait, it's actually John McEnroe.
yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I, again with freaking Netflix with these. I mean, this wasn't a counselor reference. This was a college counselor, which he was paid for that,
Mm.
like telling her to kind of take advantage of the father dying and being paralyzed.
Oh, come on. But like, when, who would not write that as their college entrance, like, essay?
I mean, someone who genuinely didn't want to, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, next.
I tried Hannah Gadsby. I tried it with Kevin.
You didn't like it?
No, it was way too drawn out, and I feel like it took a long time to get to the jokes, and by the time I got to the jokes, they weren't that funny.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was so funny. I think it's because I like watch TV on my phone all the time. And in the beginning, she said basically everything she was going to do.
But that took forever.
It really did. It did take a long time. But oh my gosh, it was so funny. What about when she was going through like the slideshow of the nudes from the Renaissance? Like,
I didn't even get that far.
oh my gosh, it was so funny.
Because Kevin, I was watching with Kevin, and he's very impatient, and like how long it took her to get to like after her agenda of what was going to happen, and then she started with jokes. He's like, I'm turning this off, and then he wanted to watch a different comedian, so it didn't work out for me. But maybe
I'd watch it sometime without him if I were.
Okay, so what were your thoughts separate of mine? What did you think?
Oh, I just thought it was so funny. Occasionally her accent was a little hard to follow. But yeah, like I love the humor when like people from other countries make fun of Americans, point out like how we are. So I loved that. I just loved how she like tied everything up. I just thought it was so funny. So well done. Definitely recommend, but not to Kevin.
Not two impatient men.
No. Though Mike liked it. Mike watched it and liked it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Heather watched it with Daniel, and I think Daniel liked it more than Heather.
I think if I started it after the explanation of everything she was going to do, that he might have maybe given it more of a try. I don't know.
I'm telling you though, like when she gets to the end, like her having done that explanation is like one of the best parts.
So he also was torn because he was like, does she really have Asperger's? Like, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't think someone would say that they had Asperger's if they didn't have Asperger's. Does she have Asperger's?
Oh yeah, so you didn't even get that far? She tells the whole story about it. It's so funny.
She told stories, but I don't know.
About learning prepositions?
No, I didn't get that. Okay.
That was really funny too.
So then we were arguing about that because he was like, oh, well, why is she saying she has Asperger's? I'm like, maybe she has it. Is she joking about having Asperger's? No, I think she actually has Asperger's. Like, I don't think that's a joke. It's like, I don't think she should make fun of like having Asperger's if she doesn't have it. I'm like, I think
she has it.
I think she actually has it. Like, oh my God. Okay, just watch something else. This isn't worth it to me. Okay. And lastly, Uncut Gems. My brother and mom saw this in the theater, and my brother loved it. Did you?
So I was like not into it, right? 90% of it, I'm like, oh, this is dragging. This is boring. I can't listen to like Adam Sandler talk with his teeth out anymore. And then just something super unexpected happens at the end. And I was like, oh, and then it was over. So I think all in all, it was a good movie. But yeah, you got to stick with it. I would have quit, I think.
Okay. Did Mike watch it with you?
Mike loved it. He thought it was like the best movie he's seen in a while.
So maybe it's a guy thing because my mom didn't like it so much.
Yeah, it was slow. Okay. What's next? Recipe.
Julie, you didn't put anything on this slide. What's going on?
Well, I haven't cooked in over a week because I can't stand. We've had a lot of chicken nuggets and yeah. That's
Okay.
it. How about you?
So I did cook. We go to the shore almost every weekend, and we take turns making dinners for our family. And so we pick kind of like a country and go with a theme for food. So this weekend we went to, as Kevin said, we went to Greece, and we had a Greek appetizer, which we had in Greece when we were on our honeymoon that we love. And I made Greek turkey burgers because we have like kids and adults, so you have to make something that like kind of appeals to everyone. So I've made Greek turkey burgers in the past, but I tried this new recipe, which we'll link up for you from Pure Wow. But I did add feta to it because other ones that I've made in the past have actual crumbled feta in it.
Mm.
So it's just like ground turkey and Greek seasoning, and add that feta in, and you can top it with tzatziki and tomatoes. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's my favorite. It has some like chopped spinach in the turkey burger too. So these are a regular in my recipe rotation, but this was just a different recipe that I tried, and I feel like it was seasoned much better than the ones I usually make. So I would highly recommend it. They are delicious.
They look good.
Yeah,
Making me
they're one of my
want
favorite
one.
things. Like if you like burgers, but you're trying to mix it up with turkey or just something different than, the heavy plain ground beef burgers, then
I
do
was
that.
just gonna ask you, do you think I could make it with ground pork? We have like a
You know
freezer
what?
full of pork.
You might be. I was thinking, because I was thinking like a lot of Greek meats are pork.
Mm.
I was thinking maybe doing it with like a meatloaf mix, like that's veal, pork, and beef, or like doing something like pork instead. And I think you could probably do like, I don't know how a patty would taste of pork, but you could probably do like a meatball.
Well, so we've made hamburgers with the ground pork before.
Okay.
So you can do patties with ground pork. I just wasn't
Is
sure
it
if the
like,
flavor would be right or if it needs something like turkey.
I don't know. I mean, it would definitely, I think it would be more like savory if it
Mm.
was with pork. I don't know
Yeah.
how they would when you did the patties before, did they like cook up because of like the fat and everything?
Yeah,
You know
they
what I
did
mean? Are
fine.
they like crispier, I guess? Or
Geez, I can't remember. Oh no.
I'm not a good cook either. Like I only cook with a recipe. So the questions I'm asking, I don't even know if they make sense. Like if they're relevant.
And
Just
I'm
like the
answering, but
wheel.
I didn't actually make them. Mike did.
We'll get back to you.
We'll report on that. Okay.
All right, so you can talk about your kids because I've got
I,
nothing
I
to report.
I was
My kids are
struggling
great.
because I've been on the couch for over a week. I haven't been able to like get up and do much with them. But so today was the last day of school and they did the like kindergarten ceremony. And this
Aw,
teacher, she's so sweet, but she gave every single kid in like unique individual award that was like really tailored to their personality. And Liam got the ambition award.
okay.
And it says your motivation to complete tasks successfully is absolutely extraordinary because this is the most competitive child you will ever meet. I can't tell you how many times a day he asks me if he's my number one. He walks around telling people he's legendary. Like if you give him a task, he has to be the first done. It has to be the best. His brother is a whole grade ahead of them, right? And
Uh-huh.
they did the this reading program on the same day where they were given their reading level. His brother is a whole grade and a year older than him and got a higher reading level. And he freaked out. I'm like, but like you'll be at that level in a
Yeah,
year.
he's older.
So competitive. I just thought this was hysterical. I thought it was like the funniest way to say it nicely.
Yeah. Where do you think he gets that overly competitive
Oh, I have
nature
no idea.
from?
Where do you
So,
think?
story, as we've mentioned, we know each other from college. We were in the same sorority. And if you were in a Greek organization, you know that there's Greek Week, where there's events. Some of them are like field day inspired events. And Julie held tryouts for our Greek Week events because she only wanted the best people to participate. And if you couldn't make the tryout, or if you were crap at the tryout, you were not allowed to participate.
Do you also know that when we lost the relay because Heather said she could swim and then apparently couldn't,
You could
in the
mention this.
locker room afterwards, I punched a locker. True story.
So I'm going to make an ambition award for you. Your motivation to complete tasks successfully is absolutely extraordinary, Julie.
I mean, he gets all his best qualities from me.
So funny. I love these like kids awards that they come up with, and it's like they want like every kid to get an award, so they like come up with one for everyone that's personalized to them. So cute. Did every kid get an award in his class?
Every kid got an award, but I'm not going to lie, his was maybe one of the more personal. A lot of them were like, you get the caring award, you get the kindness award, you get the niceness award, you get the sense of humor award, you get the funny award, you get the comedian award. I'm like, you said the same thing 4 times.
Yeah, just use different words.
Yeah, so he got like one that was very unique to him.
That's funny. So cute.
Okay. Yes, meme time.
Fire memes. All right, go ahead.
All right, so I've said it before when I've posted that we're basically like a Simon Holland fan account. We post this stuff so often. He's hysterical, and this one just really made me laugh. It just says, I've never actually been sorry to miss your call.
Did you see the caption on it too? Because I saw this one earlier today. Hold on, I have to bring it up because I saw it earlier today and I loved it. And when I saw that you posted this on here, I was like, I wanted to use that one. But the caption that he put on it was, "Hey Brad, sorry I missed your call. I saw it was you and didn't answer."
I just love his sense of humor. I feel like it matches so perfectly.
Agreed. Love him. His stuff is awesome. Mine, I had to go through because I have a lot that I love, and I feel like I don't know how to distinguish what would be a fire meme. Like, is it a meme that you like just go, huh, to? Or is it one that you're like, like, you know what I mean?
I think you actually have to laugh.
Yeah, like, do I have to actually laugh out loud, or is it just like a like a little mini chuckle?
I feel like if it's good enough that you show it to someone else and they also chuckle.
No, I don't feel like you can use that because think of how many memes we send to each other throughout the day.
Right, but only certain ones everyone's like, oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay, so if everyone,
yeah, or at least a
like,
couple, because we all know sometimes not everyone has the same sense of humor.
True. Okay, so then mine was with all these restrictions starting to slowly lift, I thought the worst thing about returning to bars will be getting a standard 5-ounce pour of wine instead of the 25 ounces my home bar offers, which made me give a little chuckle because, yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a shock for people.
Oh yeah, like my favorite wine glass literally fits more than a half a bottle of wine.
Yeah, I remember that wine glass from like a week or two ago.
Oh yeah, I was so drunk the next day. I mean, hungover. I was not still drunk the next day.
That night.
That's so funny. My mom told me she missed one of these because apparently, like, our moms are the only ones that watch. But she's like, oh, I missed the one with Val. And I was like, oh, that's a good one. I was trashed. I was like, I'm going to have to watch that.
My mom actually mentioned, since we're talking about our moms watching these, my mom actually did mention to me, like, we had said something on here about a show or something we watched, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like I started watching that show you and Julia were talking about on the what is it, the mom chats or the mom like." So, and I was like, "Wait, you watch it, listen to it?" She's like, "Yeah, I just have it on while I'm working. I listen to it." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Hi, Chelsea's mom.
Hi, mom.
Also, my
So
aunt sent me a picture of the bottle of wine you recommended a couple weeks ago and told me she had it and she was going to try it that night.
that's awesome. Julie, are we influencers?
To our moms and aunts.
I mean, it counts, right? You've got to start somewhere. All right. Well, that's a good segue because we're rounding up this whole mom chat with what did you buy online this week? So, do you want to go or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll go. Shockingly, even though I was stuck on the couch all week, I didn't buy anything.
Cheers to you.
Not like that funny of a story, but Mike, his work computer is like through a VPN, and he got a gift card from his work for Amazon. And he like went in and activated it. And I got a notification because we both use my Amazon account that there was a login from Washington, D.C. So I like took my credit card info out like on the
Yeah.
spot as soon as I got that and I was like, that was not me. And then he comes downstairs like 10 minutes later and he's like, oh, I got a free Amazon card from work. And I'm like, what's the chance your work computer came up as Washington, D.C.? And he's like, oh yeah, probably.
Oh my goodness.
So I couldn't shop on Amazon because I had taken my credit card info out and I couldn't get up and get my wallet.
Ugh, worst part of online shopping.
I know. And I
But
actually
added
did
up
try
on
to
my
get the kids to get me my wallet one day and they couldn't reach it. But no, so I did just sign my kids up for online reading camp the other day, but that's the only thing that I've purchased online in the past while.
Well, I will make up for your lack of online purchasing with all of my online purchases. Just to follow up, my Loopy case did come in.
Oh, I like it. It's
I
pretty.
really like it. Um,
How
it's
does that work? Stick your hand in it.
okay. So you can like, I haven't gotten like this is how you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
I'm used to like the pop socket, so I guess you could hold it like that, and then it's like,
Mm.
but what I'm not sold on is that when you put it down like on a table, it kind of like doesn't settle any certain way. But other than that, I really like the case that I picked. It's got like a gold kind of fleck to it.
Yeah, I like that. The
But
colors look so much cooler on that than they did in the picture.
yeah, yeah. So I'm loving that. I really needed a new case. And I got a Target leopard one piece, which I have included the picture here. It is all the rage amongst the Instagram influencers because several of them have been posting it. I was like, whatever, it's Target.
It's cute.
So yeah, I tried it on today and I actually really like it. It's got like good coverage on the butt because you know you don't want your butt hanging out, and that's I feel like is hard to find for some reason. Um,
Yeah.
I like that it's not like low and like doesn't like it's not like a deep V because I couldn't tell with the picture like how it was gonna be. And I feel like all the like last summer it was like all the one pieces were like very, very like the deep cut V and then they had like something going up the middle. So I liked this because it didn't cut too low. And it has like a built-in bra, which is nice too. So I like that so far. If you are buying it, we will include a link. I would like size up a little bit. I'm normally a small and I got a medium just because like Target sizing is kind of weird with me. So size up if you buy it. But my loft order finally arrived.
Were we happy with that?
Yes. I tried to order, I don't know, I'm probably going to butcher how you say it. Culottes? You know the
Yeah, I think
pants
it's
that are
culottes.
culottes?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're like this like burnt sienna color. So cute. And they just look so stupid on me. Every time I try to buy them, like I've bought them in the past and I always return them because I'm like, they
I
just
think
look
they're
like,
only for tall people.
really? Is that what it is?
I think so.
All right. Nope, not for me. I think, yeah, I don't know. They just don't look good. So I'm going to return those, but I got lots of tanks. I also got a kimono that I thought was shorter than it was. It's like a full length bathrobe. So I'm returning that too. But I got a lot of cute stuff otherwise because there was that huge Memorial Day sale. But it did take, I guess, 2.5 weeks to get here. So
Mm. Well, at
I
least
had
they
to
got
go.
there.
What?
Well, at least it got there.
I know. Yeah, I know. I was worried for a little bit. And my last thing was we got a stimulus check, which I didn't think we were getting, but we did get one. I guess it was because for the kids.
Don't complain.
I know, I'm like, I'm not going to question it. I got a Lashify lash extension kit. I've gotten lash extensions in the past, and we've been talking with our group chat about like lashes and lash serum and everything like that. So I saw this, someone influenced me and I saw it, and I did them the other day and I loved them.
Oh,
And they worked
good.
really, really well. It was so easy to do. And then I go downstairs and because I like had to go to school for to do a graduation thing. And I go downstairs and Kevin's like, "Do you have fake eyelashes on?"
Fucker.
Like, yeah, why? Can you tell? And he's like, yeah, I can tell you have fake eyelashes on. I'm like,
But he looks at you every day.
I
Did other
know.
people notice?
Yeah. Oh no, like they didn't say anything. Also, I haven't seen them in
If
months.
you're
So like,
watching, let us know if you noticed.
I know. So I was just annoyed because he noticed. And he was like, he like hates whenever I wear like lipstick or eyelashes, obviously, or anything that's like not natural looking. So he really was just like a real Debbie Downer with my lash extensions.
It
So
doesn't matter. You liked them, right?
I know. I was like, I don't do this for you. What?
Mike does not get that either. He'll be like, "Why are you putting on makeup?" Like,
Yeah,
and I'm like, "For other girls."
for other girls and for me. Like,
Oh.
I wear eyelashes because I want to wear eyelashes, not because I want actual eyelashes, not because I care about what you want. The same thing with dressing. Like, I don't think that they get like outfits. Like, I'm like, this isn't like he hates high waisted jeans. I don't care. This isn't for you. What? You're confused.
Very confused. Okay.
Oh man. Well, thank you for tuning in to this week's Mom Chat. We hope you enjoyed our banter. And if you have any questions about what we talked about here, be sure to check the show notes at the bottom where we have everything linked and more details. So join us next week when we round up whatever's going on.
Bye.
See ya.